In this video, I'm going to show you how to change a BSP geometry to static mesh. And we're going to add collision to it. With your BSP, with it highlighted, go into the details, go down to create static mesh. I'm going to name this GeoMesh. So now you can see it has taken away the geometry lines over here. So now I can no longer edit it in the geometry mode. To scale it up, the only way to scale it up now is to scale it with the R button in place mode. But it will stretch the material that's on there as well. So as I stretch this, each brick will get bigger, which is different than the BSP. If we use the BSP, attach the material to it, and then use our transform in our geometry mode, it will add different layers to it, which I will show you shortly. Right now I'm going to go find my GeoMesh that I just created. I'm going to double click on it. Then I'm going to add collision to it I'm going to put on simple and complex collision. I'm going to change my project default to use complex as simple. Got the block all on there. And then down here I'm going to place that static mesh object in the complex collision mesh. Hit save. And it should have the collision added to it all the way around. If for some reason it doesn't have collision on it all the way around, you might want to delete it and recreate it. So that is how you create static mesh out of BSP. So what you could do is get your BSP, figure out exactly how big you want your walls are. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to find that material. So I have it highlighted. And then I'm going to pull out a piece of geometry. So now it's completely wrapped in that same material. And then I'm going to use transform in the geometry mode. And when I pull it out, it will scale it properly by adding the material to each section. So that's very nice of function of BSP. So you could have it all looking nice however you want it, and then when you're ready to create a static mesh out of it, create static mesh. Can have a space in there. And then find that. And we'll add our collision to it. And then just remember, it's much easier if you name your static mesh, and then you can find it in that drop down box by typing it in. Very easy. Got it. And we should have a nice brick wall. So the advantage of having the BSP in there and then changing the scale of it would be also that it doesn't stretch that brick. So that is how you change BSP to static mesh and add collision.